All right, welcome to our 2025 home game preview. Normally we like to surprise you, our fans, with what we have in store on game day, but this year we thought we'd do it a little bit differently and we'd actually take you behind the scenes and chat through what is new in 2025 and how you as the fans can get involved. My name's Pete Curulli. You hear my voice on games day. I'm the fans' fan. I'm the one getting goosebumps when I walk out there because we get to be so close to the players and so close to this incredible club that I absolutely love. I'm feeling it with you. And to chat about this, what we have in store for 2025, I'm joined by some very, very special guests. Of course, the captain in Alex Pearce, Andy Brayshaw, freshly inked today as we speak for 6 more years, and Hayden Young. Lads, it's great to be here with you all.
Great to be here. Thanks for having us.
Let's go.
Now, Alex, let's start with you, captain of the side again in 2025. What are you most looking forward to about home games at Optus Stadium?
Yeah, well, I think, clearly like everyone here, I think we have the best fans in the comp, and there's nothing better when, we run out at Optus and our fans get behind us, and we just create so many memorable experiences when we're on a bit of a roll and our fans get behind us and we celebrate some great wins. So I think we've got some nice enhancements to the game day experience where we'll be able to build that connection a little bit more with the fans and, I think really sort of lift us and elevate us on game day and then hopefully create a good experience for the fans as well.
Now, Hayden, your contract will see you play in front of the Purple Army for so many more years to come. Mm-hmm. That's great news. How good is the support from them, the fans, and what is it like for you when the whole crowd is behind you? I mean, we're talking, that place pumping 40,000 plus in the stadium,
Yeah. Well, I think the best thing about our fan base is we have such a high attendance rate in all our home games, and every week there's usually 30 to 40,000, big games 50,000, and when it's rocking, it's just amazing to be out there. I remember in my second year we played an elimination final against the Doggies, and it was the loudest I've ever heard a stadium. The following week we played at the MCG, and I still reckon 58,000 at Optus was louder, and I just think that speaks to the passion that our fans bring.
So it's all well and good to mix up our game day hype moments. We all look forward to them. But the question is, what do you change? And effectively, what do you keep, right? And that's not for the club to decide on its own. It's for all of our people to actually have a say. So over the past 4 months, the club has had some great discussions with members and with you guys, the players as well, to understand what matters. A lot of things were very, very clear. One in particular that from the players' side, you guys want to feel very connected to the members, right?
Yeah, we want to hear the fans. We want them to be involved with us as we're running out. We love feeding off their energy. So we want to create an experience where the fans feel like they're a part of it as well, because we actually do get a lift from when they're loud, when they're singing along, when they're right behind us. So to be able to create some moments when we encourage our fans to get up and just connect with us.
A goal at home versus a goal away has a very two distinct sounds, and if we kick one at home, it's ear piercing. You almost can't hear each other talk, it's that loud, and it makes you want to, for your next contest, absolutely drive through someone and get after it. So it's a massive advantage, and we feel very lucky to be able to have 40-odd thousand every week at Optus. So
the club exists for the fans. There's absolutely no doubt about that, which is why it's so important that the club took on member feedback. We had a member advisory forum. We found out the things that, the club people didn't want change, and I've got a few of these things here, and I'd love to get your thoughts on them, right? Unsurprisingly, the club song and TNT playing after a win, not changing. I mean, that sits tight with you guys, right?
TNT, AC/DC, Fremantle band. I think that resonates with all of us, definitely.
The next key moment for them, I mean, one of the biggest names in the world, and just happens to be the number one ticket holder as well, Kevin Parker, Tame Impala. The hype track played to start the final quarter. We couldn't let that drop, and it must be important for you guys as well once you're out on the ground, right?
Grammy Award-winning Kevin Parker. It's not a bad little get for us. I love this track. I've been listening to Tame Impala for a long time now, and that three-quarter time when his song comes up, he's a Freo man, number one ticket holder. Loves the Wharf. He's created this track just for us. It's got a great beat to it. It gets me up and about when I'm strolling down to the goal square. So I'm really glad that the fans feel the same and that we're both aligned on just how cool this is.
And then, of course, there's the popular 60 seconds to bounce at the start of the game with the rocker on the roof, right? It's just, you could not have a Fremantle game without that happening. They love the idea of Wharfie time, clearly, but there's a bit of mystery to it, all right? So they absolutely love it. They were the don't touch non-negotiables and everything else was up for discussion. I understand there were some great discussions. One of the clearest message from the members was that whatever we do as a club, whatever we introduce, it needs to be something that is uniquely us and uniquely Fremantle. And so we've tried to apply that lens over everything that we've brought into 2025 and the game days. And you can honestly say, and you guys must be able to feel it, that playing for any other club just wouldn't feel the same on a game day. It is so uniquely us and uniquely Fremantle the way we put a game day together.
Yeah, we represent a great part of Australia, a great part of the world, and we've got so much history, culture to draw upon, and it's great that we're able to take these artists from our backyard and do these things that are us, like having a bloke playing electric guitar on the roof. Like, you don't get that anywhere else in the world, and it's just such a cool thing to have. And I think for our fans to feel connected to the team, but to the experience as well. And it's great for us as players to have something that is so special, and that is, it's only us. It's only between us, our fans, our members, those who are there watching us, and that's it, and that's cool.
And it feels like we can go out and beat anyone on a day at Optus Stadium with those fans out there. We absolutely love it, and we stand taller. It feels like we can take anyone on.
Well, Freo games are just around the corner. Our first game at home is against the Sydney Swans, Sunday, March 23rd at 3:10 p.m. Let's jump into what looks different this year. All right, so let's talk team entry. This is far and above the most exciting moment of the night for me, because I'm out there, the crowd is pumping, like the tension in the stadium is absolutely palpable, waiting for you guys to come out. We're yelling into microphones, the crowd's screaming, the flames are going up, and it's there, now, and we feel absolutely every inch of that moment. But I've never known what it's actually like on the other side of the door when we're waiting for you guys to come out. Andy, take us inside that moment. What's happening for you guys while us as the fans are out there just itching for you guys to get out onto the ground?
Yeah, so we have just finished our last little warm-up. When you're going crazy out there, we get our jumpers on, we start slapping each other up, doing our little handshakes. Moose will give us his final calm and composed address before we charge out onto Optus. And then one of the enhancements this year, the doors blast open, all the electricity that you guys are building up, we get to hear that as a playing group. We're going to start to hear this in 2025. Big Moose leading the charge, walking out slowly through our fans, dapping them up, getting ready for the first bounce.
Listen to that. I got goosebumps, Moose. I got goosebumps. I can feel it.
As we're walking out, we're trying to sort of absorb that energy that you've built out on the ground for us, and the fans are going crazy. Feels like you could take on anyone, run through anything. Getting ready for our first contest, and then you hear this. We walk out onto the actual ground. The crowd are up on their feet. The boys are looking up and thinking that we can walk 10 feet tall.
Yeah, I feel like before the game, we're trying to get energy off each other. We're trying to give each other confidence, but we're like composed. And then as we walk out, it's like we're taking in the energy from everyone else out in that stadium. Like, we walk through some fans, we give them some high fives. And then as you said, I think when that drops, we just we're trying to take in that energy from the 40, 50,000 that are there.
It's a heavy track. That's what, you can't help but get caught up in it. This is good.
This is great.
Our presence will be felt.
50,000 purple supporters on their feet.
And obviously, you can hear the come together messaging behind it. So what do you need from us? As the fans, as you guys are coming out, we're hearing the come together music. What do you need from us to really get you guys going before you punch through that banner?
I would say, if you're willing and able, up on your feet, singing along, cheering. When you see your favourite player start screaming, and we're just really trying to intimidate the opposition and bring some energy and passion into our 22 that are running out on the field.
Yeah, we just want noise, a big wall of noise that just hits us, lifts us, and also hits those the opposition on the field as well, whoever they are.
Hey, along with a whole heap of things getting freshened up, the coin toss is also getting a freshen up, which is really cool. It's getting the start of the AC/DC Hells Bells gong, which is going to be super powerful. Alex, it's all going to be weaved in. The coin toss, your address, everything's going to come together. What can you tell us about this?
Yeah, I really like this bit. There it is.
Listen to it.
So, this is, I guess it's a bit of a lull before proceedings start. It's, myself and the opposition captain are heading to the coin toss with the umpire. We're sort of building a bit of anticipation. I think this, that gong is a bit ominous. It's like something's coming. And, as I do the coin toss, come back to the playing group, we're going to change that up a little bit as well. So my final address, we're going to have a run through or something, make our way to our goal square where our cheer squad is. We're going to do my address there. The music's going to build. Again, we're trying to draw that energy from our cheer squad, from the fans. And again, I think it's another great opportunity for us as players to be getting that energy from the fans. Hopefully the fans are getting that energy from each other. And then again, the opposition, hopefully they're going, oh, what's going on? What's going on here? What are they carrying on about? So yeah, I think it's cool. I love the goal. I love how, as I said, love how it builds the anticipation. We come back, and then as we come, the guitarist is on the roof.
Oh, Troy, our rocker on the roof. What a ripper.
He's shredding whilst I'm doing the address. The crowd's going nuts. We're building off each other. The boys are getting jacked up, trying to listen to me, but getting carried away with everything else. I've just got to keep him. I'm trying to keep their attention, but I think it's going to be something really cool that we're adding.
Is he good at the address, guys?
Yeah, usually.
What is this?
No, it is good. You get two sides of him. In the rooms, you get the calm, composed address. Out on the field, you get the rah-rah, get ready to run through a brick wall sort of address. So I like both sides.
Yeah, he just hesitated because there has been a couple in the past where I have potentially not lived up to my best.
Is that right?
Well,
That's all part of it, though. That's all part of it.
Sometimes the boys need to have a laugh before they go.
Exactly right.
Absolutely. Well, shake it off, and then you get into the game, and, we've just heard that AC/DC Hells Bells gong, right? And we're going to hear it a couple of other times throughout the match. We're going to get it for Wharfie time as well. And, when Wharfie time comes up, you guys out on the field, do you see it? Do you feel it? Do you hear it as much as what we're actually seeing it and feeling it and hearing it as the crowd?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it is something you feel, not so much because you're trying to talk to your teammates. It's obviously a tight part of the game, and it's a crucial part of the game. I remember last year against Collingwood, Moose has kicked his goal. It's so loud. You're trying to get to the next sort of centre bounce, and you can just feel the energy. Just felt like the ground was shaking, and you're like, oh, something's going on here. And then I suppose I didn't even really look up at the scoreboard, but I knew something was happening. And going into that stoppage, you just have so much energy, and you just know that the next few minutes can be really important. And it's a great way to sort of lift the group and also get the crowd involved.
Andy, do you think it's one of the most amazing, unique things that this club offers its fans to be a part of? You don't see it in any other club.
No, you don't. You only get this experience at our home, at Optus, in front of the Purple Army. Very lucky to be a part of it. One of my favourite games last year was when Wharfie time happened, and we like to think that at a Freo home game, this is an experience you can't get anywhere else.
All right, let's talk about the final new thing for game days in 2025, and probably the greatest addition, if I'm being completely honest. We had last year at the AFLW final at Freo Oval, the crowd turned into an absolute Coldplay classic in Viva La Vida into a Freo chant. It was amazing. We've got some of the moment, right? Let's take a look at this moment. That was incredible, right? That was just absolutely next level. It breaks down the barriers between the players and the fans in that sort of moment. What I love even more is we're bringing that epicness to Optus Stadium to be an all-of-club thing. Youngie, can you chat to me about it? How's this going to change things for us?
Yeah, I think it's just another great way to connect to our fan base. We saw it happen in the AFLW, and it was just a great... here it is now. Beautiful. Yeah, it's a great connection piece between our players, AFL, AFLW, and our fan base, and I think it's a great anthem that we can really lean into. And I think of it when I think about 40,000 people singing in unison. It sort of gets me up and about, and I think it could be a little advantage that we might have playing at our home ground in front of big crowds, and we'll feel that connection to the crowd will be really amazing.
And Youngie, you're a bit of a singer yourself. Do you mind giving us a bit of a listen to what it's going to be
Tell the
like?
fans how we do it.
You got to play it for me.
He needs backing track.
So it'll be similar to the Viva La Vida, but it'll be Freo.
Oh,
Wow.
And if you listen to the girls do it, they do it better than me. So hopefully our fans can really buy into it and make it sound good.
That's absolute harmony.
Thank you. You're good, Schnee.
I'll give you guys a little insight, right, to the fan side of things. When you're walking around the stadium and you don't quite have an eye on the game, when you hear a goal sting, you have a moment where you're connected to the game immediately, right? Because you know we've just scored a goal. And at the end of the day, as a fan, that's what you want. You want to hear that sort of stuff. What about you guys? When you're out on the ground, right, and doesn't matter where you are, but you hear a goal sting happen, especially if it's going to be that, what does it do to you?
Yeah, I think it can build some momentum for us. Like clearly, when we kick a goal, we want to like build some momentum, some energy, and if we can have that connection with the fans and to help sort of help build that and get us on a bit of a run, like we'd love to hear that sting time after time, a few times in a little period.
Hey, look, I'm going to be honest. My biggest takeaway from all of this, listening to you guys talk about all this stuff, is how much you need us and how much you want us as fans to break those walls down between the fans and the players and really help G you up throughout every single moment of the entire game. I am absolutely bang up for it. I know our fans are absolutely bang up for it, but one final word for the fans ahead of the season would be great to hear, Youngie.
Yeah, I suppose we can't really do it without you, and we wouldn't go out and play each week if the fans didn't rock up and come and watch us. They are why we play. We play for them. We're a club that hasn't won a premiership yet, and we feel like we owe it to our fans to bring a premiership cup back to Fremantle. So come along for the ride, enjoy it, and hopefully we can bring some silverware home for you.
Andy, with all the feels of I just signed a 6-year contract, final words from you, and then we'll get on to you, Moose.
Yeah, I feel very lucky to be a part of the footy club, and a big part of that is the fan base that we have. And to see every other week, 40-odd thousand Fremantle supporters cheering us on, it feels like you can walk taller, you feel like you can take any opposition on, and I'm very excited to be a part of it for the next 6 or 7 years now.
Yeah, I think our biggest advantage is our Freo fans, and when we come into Optus, we make it a fortress. We want that Wolfie army behind us, and we want them to help us lead us to success this year, and we can't wait to be out there with them.
All right, fans. This is it now, right? I'm throwing down the challenge to you. Get to a home game this season. Be a part of this. You've heard it straight from the boys' mouth. There are so many activities inside and outside of the stadium that you can be a part of. Get there early because these guys need you as much as we need them to absolutely pop out on the field. And clearly they've spent quite a bit of time telling you about that as well. And from the gates opening to the final siren, a Fremantle home game is the greatest AFL show on this earth, and you need to be a part of it. Get there, get goosebumps, watch the boys win, and be a part of this insane experience.